Spanish royals King Felipe and Queen Letizia attended on Monday a memorial service at the Valencia Cathedral for the victims of the deadly floods. Around 400 relatives of the more than 200 victims came to the service to pay tribute to all those who lost their lives in October 29 disaster. The king was pelted with mud just days after the floods and when he first visited Valencia, by residents angered about the late alerts about the torrential downpour and the slow response to find survivors. The Valencia regional leader, who faced calls to resign over his handling of the country's worst natural disaster in Spain's recent history, was also at the special service. The mood was more muted and sombre on Monday at the Mass, organized by the Archbishop of Valencia and presided by him, and where the royal couple spent time talking with the mourners. Today is their third visit to Valencia since the floods. The royals once again paid respects at the event held in memory of the people who died during the floods. The emotional occasion saw relatives of victims in tears. Letizia, 52, and Felipe, 56, both dressed in full black, looked solemn as they greeted at the event. On October 29, the catastrophic rainfall saw homes and businesses demolished, as well as thousands of cars piled up in the muddy streets of eastern region of Spain. The floods, which were the worst in a generation, killed 230 in total in the country, with telephone alerts reaching residents when water was already raging through towns. Several municipalities went days without state help and relied on volunteers for food, water, and cleaning equipment. Outrage has since swept throughout Spain, with hundreds of thousands taking to the streets on 1st December to call out government's handling of disaster. Many have been demanding that Valencia president step down, with Spaniards furious that the government hadn't alerted citizens until it was too late. King and Queen were welcomed upon their arrival at the Auditorium of Valencia Cathedral by the Archbishop of Valencia, the Dean President of Metropolitan Chapter of Valencia, and the Vice President of Metropolitan Chapter of Valencia, among other dignitaries. After their arrival, they entered the cathedral and, accompanied by the Archbishop, proceeded to the main altar, where they took their places. Finally, King Felipe and Queen Letizia were seen off by the same authorities who had welcomed them, thus concluding their attendance at the Mass for those who died in the floods, which was dedicated to honoring the deceased and supporting those affected.